welcome to my channel. This is Cagdas. I'm super excited to share another interesting topic. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends. In this video, I'm going to take you on a virtual journey. We are going to talk about the emerging concept of crypto art in a virtual exhibition setting on Spatial. Let me introduce my guests, Bianca, Lessard and Yannick Folla from 0x Society, the first crypto art center in Canada. Yannick is a long-time crypto entrepreneur who began collecting crypto art earlier in 2021. Since then, he has collected over 40 rare crypto artworks, which account for one of the 60 most valuable collections on SuperRare. He is now dedicating his time to the evangelization of the crypto art industry via 0x Society, helping artists and collectors navigate the crypto art space and take advantage of its potential. Bianca completed an intellectual property law master's in December 2020, for which she wrote a thesis on how to use blockchain to authenticate art. When crypto art became a buzzword in January 2021, it only made sense for her to dig deeper. After talking with multiple artists and researching the topic even more, she and Yannick saw an opportunity and the need for a global resource dedicated not only to artists but also to collectors. Without further ado, let me put on my Oculus and meet them at Solstice, the first exhibition of 0x Society with SuperRare. Can you talk more about this 0x Society, the first crypto art center in Canada, and how did you come up with this idea?
Sure. So, 0x Society came from the need to expand the crypto art market, right? We feel like there's still a very limited number of collectors, of artists, and so many preconceptions of what crypto art is and should be that it felt like we could do more for the space. So 0x Society is essentially built on 3 pillars, all aiming to democratize crypto art. So the first one is physical and virtual exhibitions like this one, and we'll be launching our physical museum this week, tomorrow actually, where we will host about 6 exhibitions a year, all around a given theme. Like this one is the summer solstice, inviting artists from all over the world to create pieces specifically around that theme. Then we have the 0x Grants program, where currently we're doing a bi-weekly competition where we're inviting artists to submit pieces, and the winners essentially get their minting fees and listing fees paid for, plus get invited to foundation. When we get to the fall, we're probably going to start a more advanced grant program focused on Canadian artists, where we'll be running a chord-based program, inviting artists to workshops, to mentoring sessions, and still going with the model of paying for their minting fees, listing fees, inviting them to Foundation and SuperRare, and potentially paying for their equipment as well if they need to upgrade. Then finally, the 0x Academy, which currently is a knowledge base of about equivalent of 40 pages of content that goes over everything you should know as an artist or collector coming in space. And we'll be expanding that over the course of the year with more content, potentially videos as well. So yeah.
I also want to ask you another question, especially now the crypto art started showing like a kind of an exponential growth early this year. Why do you think it happened? Why did we never, like, let's say, heard about crypto art at that level, in the previous years?
Well, I guess the big moment was the Beeple sale in October that kind of kickstarted things, and then the crypto art market, the crypto market blowing up, kind of gave a lot of fuel for collectors, for crypto native collectors who had a lot of wealth in crypto. We're looking at ways to use that crypto in new ways instead of just holding it in their custody. So they found crypto art and kind of became a mania because of that. So I guess you're kind of seeing it the opposite right now, where the crypto market is down, so you're seeing way less collectors being active in the crypto art market. because people feel like they have less disposable income to invest in art.
And how do you see the crypto art, I would say maybe redefining the art industry overall?
I can
Good
jump on
question.
this one.
So personally, my view is that crypto art will be more valuable than traditional art within the next 5 to 10 years because of four inherent features, which are the ease to store and display at the same time. Versus if you own $1 million painting, you're going to need to hold it in a safe in an airport in Switzerland and hold a fake in your home, for example. So this is a big advantage. Then full provenance history and full price history, allowing you to know exactly who held a piece at what point, to know its origin, to make sure that it came from the artist, and have a better view on price. Then I call it long tail liquidity, because if you go today buy a painting in at your local gallery, you're going to have no way of reselling that unless you go in a garage sale or your local marketplace. It's going to be very hard to resell art that you own today or traditional art. Crypto art kind of allows you to create that long tail liquidity for pieces that are not going through auction houses, but that anyone can collect at any time. So I do believe that's a big advantage. And then I'd say a lesser feature, but that's still pretty relevant, is restoration. You don't need to kind of take care of your painting or your sculpture when it comes to crypto art. So given all that, I do think that crypto art will have a massive impact on how we look at art, how we appreciate art, how we value art. And for the artists as well, I mean, it just gave a way for digital artists to make a living from their art. So very excited about all this.
Yannick, actually, you are coming from, I would say, crypto art collector background. I also have a question to Bianca. You are coming from a legal, actually, background. And how did your interest start towards the crypto world and the crypto art mainly?
Yes, so I do come from more of a legal background, but I was always interested by art as an artist myself. So back in January, I was approached to do interviews with artists that would be interested to take the leap to digital art. It's with a legal firm from Toronto, actually. And starting this, I got into contact with a lot of digital artists and crypto artists. And that's kind of how it rolled out. We both got really hooked up with crypto art from then. And since we both had a background in crypto too, I think it helped for us to understand the concept and how it worked. So it just really got really, it went really quick, and here we are now.
I also have another question. Of course, we are talking about crypto art, but for our audience, can we just also take a look at the gallery and see some of the crypto art examples and talk over to them?
Yeah, sure.
Of course.
Where shall we start?
Bianca, I'll follow you.
Okay. We can start on this side. So here we have a piece from Katsimar, which she's from Canada. So this is a composite photography, and it's in MP4 format. So you can see it moves a little bit in the bottom, but the rest is photography.
It's a really cool piece, by the way, and I think it has an audio as well.
This one, there's no audio.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, let's go to this one, which is my favorite one, from Smeka, Shana Smeka. She lives in Vancouver, I think. Yeah. And yeah, this is Sunset Lover.
In the previous one, we see kind of a photography mixed with kind of animation and movement. I think this one is purely animation, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a really
that's right.
cool one.
3D art at its finest. So here we have 4 nice pieces. This one on the left is from Sean Mundy, an artist from Quebec as well. It's also a photography, and he used Photoshop to rearrange the composition of the image. So, like the guy in the smokes, obviously is not real.
So when let's say an audience likes a crypto art, they can immediately bid on SuperRare, right? By clicking on the art.
That's right. Yeah, right on the panel next to it.
Yeah. So here we have "Dreaming with My Eyes Wide Open" by Nathaniel Parrott, or Parrotism.
Such a cool art.
Yeah. This one is an animation with sound.
And also, I have to say, this piece is like my favorite in the Solstice.
Yeah. Josh Pierce uses a lot of these shapes, like light shapes, in his art.
I think the
This one
light
is
shape
called
is like
Nirvana.
his signature. So in every art,
Yeah.
he kind of uses different shapes like this.
Yeah. And now it's represented as the sun for the Solstice exhibition.
Actually, regarding the exhibition, as we are kind of going back to normal, like post-COVID term, in a way, we are kind of, refreshing ourselves. So I think the solstice makes a lot of sense in that manner.
Yeah, that was our goal with it. So this one here, from Christian Levine, or as he calls himself, No Creative Abode, or sometimes No Creative. And the title is Gun Anna. He uses a lot of cloth in his artworks, and I think he has a lot of skills with that. The
Just
quality of the cloth is just insane.
actually, as kind of a compassion, it's also my, I would say, not second favorite, but like Nirvana and this one were my favorites from this exhibition.
This one is already sold. So here we go. So these are 2 really nice ones. This one on the left is from Annibale Siconolfi, or Annibale Inward. And this one on the right is from Raphaël Lacoste, which is a video game designer. And it's
Wow.
called Rendezvous.
Bianca, Yannick, will it be fair to comment that actually crypto art maybe enables the game designers, artists, or even people with like creative skills to become artists themselves? So, for instance, from my side, I cannot become a painter right away, but maybe using some of my digital skills, I can become a crypto artist. Do you kind of agree with that?
I think it enables different types of talents for sure. That before that were constricted to working for brands and companies. I don't think when the crypto art boom happened earlier this year, we saw a lot of people that were hobbyists that thought that they could make it just because everybody was making it. I still think there's a very high talent threshold. I just think it enables a different type of talent than what we're used to in the art world.
But it's true that it does allow a lot of people to jump in much easier than with painting, as you said, because everybody has a computer. Not everybody has a canvas at home and painting pots and all of that. So it just feels easier to start learning than with traditional art.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you see the place of Montreal in the crypto art world, especially in Canada, maybe? Do you think Montreal is going to be like the foremost ecosystem place for crypto art?
Well, that's our goal. I think we have a pretty solid ecosystem in Canada already with some of the top artists. And the space being either living in Canada or being from Canada. And Montreal is the most artistic city in Canada already. I think we have 40 museums across the city. So I think it's very natural, and we have the biggest concentration of CGI, VFX, and graphic design in the country as well, in this city. So I think it's very fitting. Now we're opening the first crypto art museum in Montreal as well, so hopefully we'll play our part in putting Montreal on the map.
So for our audience, now we are kind of visiting the virtual gallery, but the physical gallery will be open. So if you kind of ever going to visit Montreal, I strongly suggest that you drop by and kind of experience the crypto art by yourselves in this physical setting.
Absolutely.
And
we'll be very happy to welcome you.
I have this final question to you guys. Let's assume one of our audience member is a talented person and he or she is interested in the crypto art. What is the best way to start? And do you have like any recommendations for, I would say, new upcoming crypto artists?
Yeah, sure. For crypto artists, I think you need to start with the community. I think being on Clubhouse, Twitter, and Discord, chatting with other artists that have gone through sales struggles, that have learned from different platforms, that have tested different techniques is very important. We also have our academy that has a lot of content, going over everything from an overview of the marketplaces to how to think about your minting schedules and your listing prices. And yeah, I think between those resources, the community and the academy, you should have a good head start.
So I strongly suggest everyone to follow the 0x Society website, especially you mentioned about the academy. So there will be a lot of upcoming content, and the kind of the potential artists can review them, learn more about the crypto art world. Because in my opinion, it's a growing area, and there are still many pieces.
Absolutely.
Yes, thank you, Cagdas.
Bianca, Yannick, merci beaucoup. Thank you very much for this interview, and hope to visit you in person in Montreal.
Yes, for sure.
We'll be very happy to welcome you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I hope you enjoyed this video. In the next episode, I'll be hosting another guest with an inspiring topic. Please subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends. Till next time, always go with the flow, stay awesome, and listen to your heart. Bye for now.